Some other tools that are really important to use in kindergarten are whiteboards. And the whiteboards, we use those with whiteboard markers and an eraser. So we need to remember that these are tools, and the purpose of all of these tools I will teach you so that we can keep our tools safe. So first of all, this is the whiteboard pen. The only thing that we should ever use to write on a whiteboard is a whiteboard pen. Some of them are a little bit fatter and some of them are thinner like this one. Either one is fine, but they must be a dry erase pen that your teacher gives you to use on the whiteboard. To use the pen, the first thing you need to do is to take off the lid. So we're going to pinch and pull. And just like the glue stick, they're kind of tricky and you need to twist a little bit to get it off. Now, we don't want the lid to get lost. Whiteboard pens have a special trick. On the back, the lid will fit on the pen so that you will never lose the pen. Now, when you're holding the whiteboard pen, you want to practice just like you did with the crayon and the pencil. You're going to point to the tip at you. You're going to pinch and roll it back toward the end, and then your middle finger, it rests on the side, and your two other fingers tuck underneath. And now you're holding the pen properly, and you can write on the whiteboard. We're going to learn how to use these lines to make letters later, but we won't worry about that now. So for now, I'm just going to ignore the lines, and I'm going to just draw a little picture so that we can practice using our eraser and things. For the practice it today, you are going to get to draw a little penguin, and so you can just ignore the lines and practice. So now I am finished with my pen. I didn't want to push too hard. I don't want to use my pen to color on paper or my eraser or anything but the whiteboard. I only use this pen on the whiteboard. So this pen's purpose is only to color on the whiteboard. It's the only tool I can use. So now I'm finished coloring. So I'm going to take the lid off the pen and I'm going to put it back on the pen so the pen is closed. Now, right now, it is not closed. Listen and hear if you can hear the click. Ooh, I didn't hear a click, but I push and I don't see any more white here. If it was like this and there's a little bit of white, my pen is not totally closed. So you need to push until you don't see any white, or sometimes the pens will make a little click. And now my pen is finished and I am ready to put that back in my toolbox. Now this is my eraser. I never want to color on my eraser with my pen because that wastes my eraser. I only use my eraser to erase my picture off my whiteboard. And it helps keep my whiteboard nice and fresh if I always erase very carefully. So I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase all my drawing. Am I finished? No. Now, I'm going to make sure that my board is nice and clean. And now I am ready to take my eraser and my pen and my whiteboard and put them back in my toolbox to use another day. Good job.